everybody. I hope you are having a wonderful day so far. For those of you who don't know, I am State Representative Jess Benham, and I do a Recap with Rep. Jess series. Today's is a special edition focusing on the current status of Berg Place. As some of you may know, I toured Berg Place with Councilman Coghill very recently to take a look at the current status of it. And I just wanted to make sure that we were being open and transparent with members of the community to let you know what's going on behind the scenes, what's happening, and to let you give us input on what you see as next steps. Now, of course, I am new to this job. It is my first term. I was just sworn in at the beginning of January. And with a new job comes inheriting old problems that have been around for a really long time. But I can tell you what, I have got lots of energy to try to fix these problems while also focusing on fighting for our community in Harrisburg on things like fixing our broken unemployment system, ensuring that we have access to economic opportunity, good health care, great jobs. I got lots of energy to fight on all of that. But today's focus is on Berg Place. If you have questions, you should be able to comment in the live video beneath it, and I think I'll be able to see those and answer those as they come up. So please feel free to comment questions and I will answer them to the best of my ability. So for those of you who don't know, Berg Place has been a problem for a while. It is a distressed, vacant, multi-building residential complex in Carrick with approximately $2 million in publicly held debt. So I want to talk a little bit about the history of what's happened and then let you know where we're at in the current process. So obviously there are a bunch of things that happened at Berg Place to cause it to be in that bad of uninhabitable shape. And right now, PLI is monitoring the property as the previous owner let the properties fall into considerable disrepair. That owner went to prison and declared bankruptcy. And if you are seeing ongoing problems with Berg Place, you should call 311 to let them know so that those problems can get addressed right away. But we're not here just to talk about those short-term fixes to address, dangerous issues, things like that. We're here to talk about what's next, what our vision is for this property. So there's a bit of a complication, which is that right now there's a dispute over who the actual property owner is that's getting sorted out in court. And of course, there's also an enormous amount of debt owed to the URA for the mortgage. PWSA has a lien on the property, and then the three taxing bodies also have back taxes due that are associated with the property. So those are all problems for the mayor, for Councilman Coghill, and for myself to work to untangle in conjunction with all of those different entities that I mentioned. And that's our problem to worry about. The question that I have for you is right now the state of the property is such that either they're going to need to be torn down or we need a developer to do something with them ASAP. And like I said, there are these legal and tax difficulties that require cooperation between all of these different entities. So Councilman Coghill, the mayor, and I are going to be worrying about that. But I wanted to come to you as the community to ask you this question, which is, what do you want to see happen here? And please, feel free to put comments, feel free to reach out to my office and let me know, or to Councilman Coghill and let me know. But we want to make sure that whatever happens at Berg Place, after we untangle the legal difficulties and figure out how to handle the tax burden, we want it to be a community-informed process. And that means that, post-COVID, we're going to be working with local community groups like the Carrick Community Council to ensure that they're involved in the process. But we also want to make sure that everyday folks in the neighborhood who might not have time to attend a community meeting but can offer input via email in the comment section of this video, however you want to get a hold of me, to let us know, what do you want to see here? Do you want to see more housing? Do you want to see a shopping center complex? What is it that you want to see? What is your vision for that space? And we would love if you would let us know your ideas. Another thing that I'll ask you for your help is, if you know somebody who wants to develop that property, please direct them our way. Send them to Councilman Coghill and let us know, because we are looking for folks who'd be interested in making that space something that the community can really be proud of, something that is a benefit to our community. And we want to hear more from you about what you think that'll look like. And of course, keep in mind too, that any kind of development that happens there is going to have to go through a community input process with the Carrot Community Council, which is the registered community organization that is responsible for that area. So there'll be substantial community input on anything that happens, as well as having to go through the city's approval process too. But again, I'm going to ask that question. What do you as the community want to see happen here? So let us know in the comments. I will do my best to respond to things. I may loop in Councilman Coghill's office as well, since a lot of this is a city issue. But I want you to know that we are doing our best to be transparent and accountable to you. And of course, I, as your newly elected state representative, am looking at these problems that have been around for a really long time. And I'm going to take my energy and my passion and the pride that I think we all share in our community to make sure that we are finally addressing these problems head on. So you can count on me for that. As you know, you can get a hold of me on all kinds of social media platforms. You can email my office, you can call my office. Let us know. What do you want to see here? Do you know a developer who might be interested? Please. We're very much looking for community input on this problem. So that is my update on the current status of Berg Place. There's some legal and taxing difficulties for us to work out, but we're committed to making sure that we do that and to turning this space that has been blighted into something that the community can absolutely be proud of. I'll also just add to any problems that you're having with state services like unemployment, please feel free to reach out to my office. Let me see if I can get the phone number for that up here. Our office is open by appointment only, but you can see the phone number there to call and the email to reach out as well. So any problems you're having with state services and any ideas you have for where Berg Place is at or developers who might be interested, please reach out to my office and let me know. All right, thank you all for watching. And if you're tuning in later when this isn't live, still feel free to leave a comment. I will do my best to get back to everyone. Take care, have a wonderful rest of your day, and be on the lookout for my recaps with Rep. Jess. I am going to be keeping you in the loop about what's going on in our neighborhoods. All right, everybody, take care.